ain't seen him that bad since he caught Snake Marston pulling his contortionist act with Janice Foswell. You heard about Fancy Dan?
Fancy Dan, the ladies' man?
They found him in a garbage can. Oh, man. Fancy Dan.
They're being quirky crimes. Isn't it funny that they all have different names? Well, they're gonna call you Jimmy the hanging boy now. Probably not, to be honest. They'll probably come up with something a bit more clever. Or at the very least something that trips off the tongue more. But I'll trip you off the tongue. You won't be licked now. Well, you are licked. Sunshine. That's for Denovan, a man who I'm guessing you probably hurt. A lot of people have hurt Denovan, and you seem like the type. I'm going to operate on the assumption that I will eventually be in a position to use that. Nothing for 6,000. Oh, I can stop. Oh, I could have purchased a bonus. I could have purchased a bonus. Nobody will sing my song. Everyone will get it wrong. And then they'll think that log flumes aren't real. Which is just like a bizarre thing to assert. Why? Why is everything Wednesday? Why have you gone to bed? Maybe if I sneak up the wall, they won't know that I'm here. They don't think to check the walls, even knowing that I am a spidered man. This is their greatest failure to adapt, and it proves that I'm the best. Anything on walls is a Crime Stopper's dream in my book. You'd be surprised how many criminals never look sideways. I'm on the ceiling. Can I ceiling you? I'm sealing your fate as we speak. I guess I'll just have no ceiling takedowns for me. You want to do it on the ceiling? Who do you think you are? I've already had one encounter with Hammerhead, and I'm sort of alarmed at how few emblems there have been. We're getting a few. Getting a few now. But it's hardly the Grinch's emblem bonanza, is it? He'll hand out emblems. Even the Grinch is capable of generosity. Alright. We're not all defined by a singular trait. There are multitudes. Depths to us all. And certainly Grinch depths are greener than others, but that doesn't mean they're not real. I keep telling you, green things exist. You see, now the loudspeaker gets... And I definitely know it was you talking this time, because I've heard it again. Certainly we've not set a precedent for me being able to do this without incident.
You're a pip, Hammerhead.
Sayonara, creep.
I thought he said take these potatoes. He's offering potatoes to anyone in need. It's the Spider-Man giving you vegetables at startling speed. Whooshing round the country like a Santa Claus of starch. But when he stops, there'll be some bops about the Ides of March.
I'll get you out of there. Don't worry.
There's all sorts of goodness in the world, and none of it was in what just happened. I'm so very sorry. No! Vanch! Vanch, Hardner! You've got to be the king! You've got to believe in the spring! You need the drinks more than I do! Hoo 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 hoo! Now, I don't care if you've got a gun. Punching you that many times should do more than it... No! It's Observant Harry. The man who's unfortunately looking straight at me. Because once he's seen you, he knows you're there. That's what he's known for.
Beefy sneak.
Get rolled up into a lovely shape. I've turned him into Satan, and my drinks are all my friends. Ha 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 ha, look at my Mercedes Benz. I need it. Oh, we're friendlying all the neighbourhoods now. I'm gonna put you over there, because that's the closest one. I'm gonna groan at the sea.
Amazing. Can I have your autograph?
Was that a concept back then? I guess show business had been a thing. I don't know. Old times had a funny joke once about it. And what have you done since then? Turned into smoke. Typical. I've completely lost track of like who I'm berating and what for. Oh, I think this is the exit point, and then all the other icons I saw were other hostages. Yeah.
I'll get you out of there. Don't worry.
Yeah, I thought it was like, choose where you release them. We do like our choices, do we not? And it will advance the concept of time. Nobody can see you. You look like a gravedigger. Have a lovely day. You get to come over here in the dark. Sneaky sneak.
I'm here to help.
I'd like for like this concept to get revisited. Like I'd play the fuck out of a Spider-Man noir game. It feels a bit daft perhaps, but like the abundance of shadows
More people trapped.
and like they're being
I'll get you out of there. Don't worry.
specific. Like you have to be in the light to be spotted, and then it just gives you more leeway, more possibilities for like kinds of takedown. Like I feel like it feels weird and limited in some ways, but that's because it's in this game where it is sort of weird and limited. But there's potential for like a lot of interesting extrapolations. I feel like so.
Hey, pal! Unlock the door. I'm
The team that did the PS4 ones wanted to give that a crack. I certainly wouldn't object. And it's sort of more believable in the noir setting because of the stylization. Because, like, you know, there are a lot of games. Michael Grief certainly gave it a lot of his namesake in bloody, you know, Sly Cooper, where people can only see like a spotlight's worth in front of their faces, and you know it's a little bit daft and is not like the same level of stealth. And you know there's obvious jokes to be made about that, but despite the comparisons one could make with this, because it's stylized in this way, you know, the black and white and like deep shadows of the noir, it sort of like does the same concept but like gives it a bit more believability. I don't know, it's like darkness is sort of difficult to see in by nature, and it sort of makes it not seem so silly, I guess. I don't know why.
More people trapped.
I feel like I'm getting too bogged down in trying to qualify this thought. Because we all know the game's not happening. So, because, you know, they had a really successful Spider-Man game and still felt the need to make him look like Tom Holland. I was about to say Hiddleston again. If they'd made him look like Tom Hiddleston, that would be just the ultimate. That would be maddening.
Hey, spider guy, let me loose.
I'd almost respect it. But there we are. Nobody ever does what I think they should, which is to just put Tom Hiddleston in things to spite me.
I'm not an animal.
You should be. Be a
I thought I was a goner.
coyote. I'm assigning you a persona right now. You owe me. I saved your life. Spider-Man's making you a furry. Spider-Man's making you a furry. J. Jonah Jameson's like, I warned you! I warned you this would happen. And then people are like, yeah, we know. We all secretly want to be furries, is the thing. That's the thing you've never understood about human nature.
Don't worry.
Jade Jonah Jameson. You'd be a stoat, we reckon. Stoat Jameson, we call you. There's a spider. Spidering. Spidering. I mean, why do you think half the bloody villains are animal-themed, And the heroes, you got Black Panther, you got Spider-Man, obvious one. Black Cat has been both. Who else? Scorpion, which you did. You made a Scorpion. You're in on it. You're as guilty as any of us. J. Jonah Jameson. You paid a man to be Scorpions. Rhino. The octopus got an entire doctor.
Amazing. Can I have your autograph?
Night off.
What do you think this proves, huh?
Hammerhead is sort of a shark. So there's a shark as one as well, technically. The vulture.
You want this tough guy? Come and take
I do want this tough guy.
Just you and me. Mano a mano.
That suits me fine.
He put down one of his rocks.
Finish
Well, no,
him,
he put
boys.
down a...
You
Ah, you're being
miserable
cheeky. Well, you couldn't have thought he wasn't. Come on. He's a naughty criminal of noir. Oh, it's the punch time. It's the punch time. You've got to believe. You've got to believe. Wait, how did I do the charge attack? Did I end up buying the charge attack? There we go. That's one. That's how you do that. There are combat sequences even in the noir dimension. He's the punchy little man. He's gonna punch you whenever he bloody can. And if one green ball should smash upon your skull, that was probably my doing as well.
And some for you. More guns. Who needs this guy?
Oh no, it's a big gun.
Strong silent type. Gotcha.
I'm gonna punch you. You've got a big hammer. How do I do the... You do have the defensive stance as well. Good. You've got a lovely steampunk mask on for some reason. I think you should stop. As much fun as it must be to swing hammers on a train track and fight me.
Your best guy? What else you got? Nuts to this. Let's beat it.
Right behind you.
Yeah, run away.
Didn't even bother firing the guns.
You're all
You put the Stoat...
Come
Oh,
here.
the tablet's
Time for that
turning into
mono
a
we
gun.
talked about earlier.
That's your special power that you get, is that your tablet turns into... Oh no, you're a lighthouse.
Show these cards. Only one more left to play now. The
Oh,
power
that
of
bodes
the
ill. You're boding ill at me. Oh, curses. Ruined.
I should have used this rock sooner. First, I'll get rid of you. Then, I'll get rid of Osborn. I'll own this town. Ready for a real fight, tough guy?
Mister, I was made for it.
This is
Feeling Jacob?
you're a whole thing, huh?
You slay me.
I'm trying really hard to...
There's
bonk?
the joker.
Bonk?
Yep, you're a real pip.
Bonk, yeah? The bonks aren't doing much. You don't seem bothered.
I feel good.
And you also... I can't hide from you. What's like... Oh ho! Hey, hey! Ho 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 ho! The steamy mistake that you have made. The mistake that you have made was having there be steam. I'm punching you now in the lovely little dream. That's one. Oh, there's gonna be a bit more of a drink in your brain than I've ever thought of before. So I need to bonk you and then have you blow up machinery. Got it. I didn't want to do that. I wanted to target the barrel that you were doing when I pressed the button. There we go. Come on, be sensible about your lunch. You can only get so many sandwiches. Alright? Just the sheer volume of them is baffling that you've asked for, that you've demanded. You've come in here on the day of my daughter's wedding to just demand sandwiches from the Godfather. Like, where do you get off? And why waste it on that? You want sandwich favours? From the biggest crime in the America? Oh, I've got... Oh, you'll never get me. You're trying to get me to make a Sicilian sandwich promise, and I just think you're wasting your time. I think it shows poor forethought and organisation. And I think you need to do better in future. And I'm allowed to say that. Alright, so don't stop me.
Yep, you're a real pip.
It is my right as the lovely dangle man hit you as well. There you are. Don't scream at me. We don't know why you're lava already. There's no way of doing...
Yep, you're a real pip.
You keep saying that one thing over and over again. Oh ho! Oh hee hoo! Oh hee hoo! Her boy! He'll charge at you sometimes and become Marek the Marvelous. Oh, I've got to get you or grab you or do something as well.
You're about as fun as a plain donut.
You don't understand. It's Fortune Friday. You're doing what should have been Rhino's job.
Ugly, crazy, and mad. Quite a compliment.
Biff. Just Biff, an unmovable face. What about don't?
Sick of you
Biff.
both.
Oh, you Biff in the Cockney stone face, you can't. I'm made of molten rock now. I'm an old tiny gangster. And oh no! You tackled me. You won the rugby tournament. Ah!
Thank you, Spider-Man. The floating head lady appreciates
We won the rugby tournament and we got the grand prize, the magical tablet of the universe that they always give away at every rugby tournament that's ever been done. Wouldn't be rugby without it, and that is the Rugby League's official stance on sorcery. Is that we should be doing more of it. And I can't say I disagree. There'll be consequences if I try. We win the round at any rate. Okay, thank you for looking at a Spider-Man. I'm sorry that the subtitles aren't great. But we shall press on and go into the next. He was once hired by Norman Osborn. In a flashback. We went back in time. Alright, what's next on the agenda? We've got to we got to just fight a gargoyle in the future. That's fair enough. We like fighting future gargoyles, but yeah, tune in next time for that. Ooh. I have a feeling we're going to be seeing the overall silver rank a lot.